What is your definition of happiness?
Being in it's a state where I feel is elevated from the norm, that my blood is pulsing faster, and I could, like, I don't know, feel my hair standing on my arms and neck, and like it could be from anything, but like my heart's at total ease and almost excited, and that's like describing happiness, I guess. I don't know. That's a tough question. Yeah, I don't know.
It is tough.
It's tough, man. That's a tough one to answer. How about for you?
I feel like it's a time and a place now.
It could be.
Yeah, I feel like it feels like happiness comes from, a certain situation or a certain, occasion, right? I think happiness is definitely like a response, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
To something.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Welcome back to the You Are Here podcast, episode 226. We love you guys. Welcome back. Welcome home. I know what you were happy about, dude. On the weekend, when we were working, let's just say, guys, this is going to be the one episode Mikey finally was about to break.
And
if I could say it, it's a rare occasion.
I love this,
dude. I was ready to break, man.
You were on the edge of the cliff.
I was pretty on the edge.
Yeah.
And before we get into that, shout out to the Reels partner of the You Are Here podcast.
Bang bang.
Anytown Actors Lab. You go to anytownactorslab.com and you're going to get the best acting teaching and just filmmaking teaching in general, but specifically acting. You can learn a lot from it. It's for any level. If you're a beginner, you don't know what to do.
Do you not know how to analyze a script? Do you not even know how to analyze
one of the most important parts of being an actor, right?
That's right.
I mean, that's where you're going to learn it.
Webinars. Adam
Louder in the Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas area, if you want in-person classes. He also has an online class, and he's doing free online consultations, And webinars are begun, dude. There we go. So get on anytownactorslab.com and go check it out. Shout out to the patrons, patreon.com/YouAreHerePodcast, dude. We love you guys. If you want to just help us out, if you like what we do and want to throw us a bone, I mean, it's the best way to do it. Patreon.com/YouAreHerePodcast. Also, we're twitching, twitch.tv/YouAreHerePodcast.
Mm-hmm.
We play games. It's us after the podcast. We go play games. We go react to stuff. It's honestly a mixed bag. It's a variety.
You never know what you're gonna get.
In the Twitch world, we call that a variety streamer.
Yeah.
All right, and that's what we do. So if you want to hang out with us after that, get on there, and we love you. Twitch.tv/YouAreHerePodcast.
It's a box of chocolates.
It's a box of chocolates.
You just don't know.
And dude, let me tell you, this past weekend. It honestly just felt like it was all crashing down.
Yeah. It's so rare you're there.
Yeah.
So it's like I had a front row seat to your
demise,
a meltdown. I didn't like it.
I didn't like it. For sure, I didn't like it, dude.
Real.
I felt like I was being maybe a little hard on everyone. But
do you feel?
You know what? In those moments where I'm like, what happens to me? I almost get like, it's almost like a switch flips.
Yeah.
And I'm unable to like flip it back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the harder I try, the worse it gets.
Yeah. Yep.
So let me try to figure out what really led up to that point.
Everyone has a breaking point.
I think I do.
Flips.
You know what it was? I think it was just, you know what? It's so funny because all the people we love were there. You know what I mean? A lot of people we just like having around. I feel like so many people came to visit, like some customers that, we always love having and talking to when they come in.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was just a mix of so many people and some outside people that kind of affected me in a way. There's an old guy, I remember.
Yeah.
He was giving me some attitude. That was like a little like, all right, dude. Like it really made me start feeling that like a little tinge of that saturation of red.
Yeah.
I think you were just like so happy and talking to everyone while I was like getting all these shitty interactions with people.
Oh.
And then honestly, I feel like it's blurring from my mind.
Yeah,
I think that the real tipping point for me,
you could say it,
was shout out Rose. You're probably listening, but she randomly asked me how tall I was, and I was like, I said, you know what I said? I said, I'm the most 5'11" guy out there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because I always say, like, I mean, I'm 6 foot, but like anyone at 6 foot is gonna be 5'11". Right. Everyone is.
Right.
There's no, because you're always gonna be leading, like you're leaning up to that number. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's a little frustrating when someone calls it out, right?
Yeah.
And Rosen specifically, she called me out and said, "Dude, you're short." And I was like, "What?" Out of nowhere, honestly, because I don't even know where it came from. She was like, "You're short," and Rose is tall, right? Which respect.
Did she say she's taller than you?
Yeah, she said. I said, because you know what? No one has ever called me short, and honestly, I feel bad now for like all the short people because I feel like before I've said like, you know, short kings and all this stuff, and you know what, dude, it must suck, man.
Yeah,
it's not fun.
100%.
So I think I'm gonna stop. I don't really shame short people, right?
No, you don't call people.
I don't do that. Short. No. Respect, but like I feel like guys,
out loud.
Especially women, maybe don't. You don't have to acknowledge it, you know, or like tell them.
But to be fair, man,
yeah,
let's just I'm gonna cover it like this: start of the shift, not fun, right? And then we had we were having a good time in the middle.
You know what the problem was?
But shit started going wrong like dominoes. It felt like just like people being rude. Boom, one domino. You know, you can't eat your food. Boom, another domino.
Yeah.
And then someone comes in now, you're busy. Domino again.
Yeah.
And then like rudeness again, moving the tables again, the robot's in the way again. More people want to talk to you again. Dom. And you just lost your patience.
See, the one thing I remember is just getting called short.
That's what you remember.
And that's where I think I went red and forgot everything. Because when that happened, dude, I was like, I'm not short. Dude, I'm not short. All right?
It scared me. Like I was laughing.
And I remember like it was that, and then another thing that really, really bothered me was we had like an order, right? And like we have this stupid robot at the cafe that rolls out the food to people, and it goes 2 miles an hour.
Yep. Yeah.
And it's full. We're full. And there's a bunch of people chilling.
This shocked me.
And
when you did
like everyone's standing around talking. Dave's like, yo, what's up, Dave? And like 3 people, and I'm like, Dave, like I'm gonna bring this out. He's like, no, just put it on the robot. I'm like, no, but they're sitting there and like it's not gonna get around. It's this thing where it goes. I know it's gonna go to the people, and they're in the way, and they're not gonna move because they're old people.
And
they
you know
hate
why
me.
I said that to send it out?
Yeah,
because it pissed me off that they moved the tables and then they blocked the thing. So I said they'll have to deal with the robot now. Yeah. So I said send it out. That's why I said that.
You said let's just see what happens.
Because I was pissed at them.
Yeah. And you said, let's just see what happens. And I knew that was probably, I should have been like, no, man, nah, it's all right. So it goes out there, it does its dance, it's turning. And I'm sitting there watching it while there's people waiting. And I'm like, oh my God.
Please,
and I see the drink going like, in the cup, like spilling everywhere. I'm like, I can't do this. I can't do it. And I remember like, it started coming back and I'm like, all right, it's going to come back and it'll be fine. Rose slaps the thing on the screen, and I'm like, all right, hold up. Second tick, because the first tick was already, it turned around and it hit those people. Now second tick is the slap. I said, and I'm like, I looked at her, I'm like, what are you doing? And she's like, oh, sorry. And I was like, and then it starts coming back, and then it's about to come back to us.
And then our other homie
comes in, and goes around, like, sees it trying to get out, and he goes around it and stops it, and he's like, oh, whatever. And he stands in the way of it when it's supposed to come back.
It's only one path you take.
And he came to me, he's like, you check this out with this phone, and I was like, I can't right now. I can't right now. I have to go. And I just said, please, like, I can't.
Oh my God, I almost threw up.
I think I actually, like, it was bad, man. You
said, if I could quote it word for word, and I was shocked. He said, hey, can you get out of the way? And I was like, oh shit. Dude, like, we've been nothing but, like, this dude comes in all the time with his family. We're always pleasant with him. We never disrespect nothing. And he's, definitely, like, he's always, like, you know, showing us his phone and, like, trying to make jokes.
Hey, look, another thing that he did.
No, I knew you were going to do that.
I have to bring it up.
I think this was, like, the beginning for you, really.
You know what, dude?
This was the
I
match.
Honestly blocked this out of my brain.
I knew it, dude. I knew when this happened.
Oh, man.
I was laughing because I was like, this is insane. This is like you're in a parallel universe. Yeah,
I mean, think so. We didn't say who it is. So before all this, homie comes in and we're like, "Yo, what's up, dude?"
Yo.
And I don't think I even told him that I went to Japan.
Won a fishing contest.
Yeah. I love these people. They're awesome.
Great. They're great.
Now,
are they perfect? No.
No one's perfect. I'm not perfect. No. Look at me. Look what I did. Now, he comes in and he's telling, and
you said, how's
you guys leave, and then he says, "Oh, how's Japan?" I was like, "Oh, I didn't even tell him." I was like, "Dude, it was great. Like, it was awesome." And
I can speak Japanese.
I can't even do it. He said, "Oh, dude, I speak Japanese," and I was like, "Really?"
That's when I came back, and I just caught that part.
And he proceeded to just do the worst rendition. I can't recreate it because we'll get banned. Of just like the most stereotypical like samurai person, and I think you saw my reaction.
That's what made me laugh. That's your reaction. Your jaw.
So I think my jaw dropped, and I just said, "Yeah, don't do that around any Japanese people. Please don't do that. Don't do that. That wouldn't be good." And I think that is probably the first.
I think that was
a little point
because I remember I was like,
dude, I got a Japanese family now, dude. I can't
That's what you said.
I can't just be, seeing that in front of me and being like,
just blatant racist.
Yeah.
But I think that's when I saw the first like little notch on you, like the first cut, and then from there it was like we got busy, and then people were rude to you.
Yeah.
You couldn't eat your dinner, and it was a mountain.
It was a roller coaster.
It built. But
and then you get called short, and you're like, "Well, today's not going good." Now, dude, after that, remember I said, like, "Dude, I'm gonna go drink." Is what I told you. That's how bad the night was. I said, "I'm gonna go drink,"
and you got the win.
I've never done that.
Sometimes, dude,
sometimes you just gotta be like, I just need something.
Dude, the older I get, the more I think like right now I'm uncomfortable. I should get a beer. Like right now I don't feel good. Like I want
it's like the first sign of like alcoholism.
I know, but I feel that way.
Yeah.
Going into a shift, I'm like, God,
you know what it is? Because it's like a trusty like. Once I don't have to drink a lot. I can just take a sip, and I'm like, oh, dude, I'm chilling.
Dude, if a Corona hits my lips, dude, I'm like, right away, dude. I feel relaxed.
That's such a weird thing, huh?
It's like a bottle. It's like a baby bottle. It makes me feel so good right away.
Yeah. And it's like it will.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
It's not a lot. You have one drink and you're chilling.
Yeah. Now, this is the terrible part.
Yeah.
So I'm going home. I'm like, all right. I put it in a liquor store on the way back. It's 11 p.m., right?
Oh. They're all closed, aren't they?
They're all closed, but I saw one that's 24 hours, like
down the street.
It's like 2 a.m. Mm-hmm. No. This is like further down by me.
This is 2 a.m.?
It's open till 2 a.m.
Okay.
So
I thought you were just driving around.
Oh, chilling. Like, it'll be great. Yeah. I walk in there, I'm looking at all the whiskey. I'm like, what am I gonna think? It's gonna be so good. And I grab the bottle. I'm about to take it off the shelf. Yeah. The guy says, "Hey,
no, don't do this.
No liquor.
What?
Only beer." I said,
"What?
Huh?" And you can only buy beer or wine at night.
Since when?
I don't know.
At his store only? Or is this a law?
I don't know. I don't know if that's a law.
Hold on.
I don't know if that's a law.
Hold on.
But let me tell you.
Yeah.
When I didn't even acknowledge him. I just put it back and I walked out. And under my breath, I'm like, it's always fucking something. It's always something.
You're going to kill someone that night. You were so...
And then you know what I did? You know what I did too? Right after that, right next to it is a 7-Eleven, right? Yeah. So I'm like, let me just go. Let me get something.
Get a little snack.
Let me get something.
Let me get some chips.
To make me feel good.
Yeah.
And I walk, and you know when there's a homeless guy holds the door open over here?
Yeah, and he waits
I'm in a suburb town. I don't know why this is happening. So first I'm like, all right, I got the stress of giving a guy $1. So I don't give him $1. I just walked in. I'm sorry. And you know what he did the thing? He did the thing where he didn't look and just opened
and pulled it.
So I was like, what is that? How do you know?
Right.
He wasn't looking at me. He just went.
He heard you.
He heard me.
Yeah.
He's probably blind. See? I just didn't give a blind man $1.
That's true, man.
So I go in there. And I walked through the aisles maybe 5 times.
Nothing?
I don't like anything.
Fuck.
And man. I was like, you know what?
In 7-Eleven?
I'm just going home.
Oh,
I just went home. I just went home. I think I just went home and I walked around here and I just said,
That's dangerous.
Not a good day.
You were just walking around here at night, dude.
I had a beer because I had beer in my fridge, but I didn't want beer. You know?
Yeah, I feel you. You want like a tumbler glass with like ice in it and fucking whiskey, dude, and ginger ale. I know. But you got through it. Dude. You got through it. It was a tough day. It was a tough day.
I did go the next day and I bought whiskey.
You did?
Because I was like, you know what? I have to.
You deserve it.
I said, you know what? I'm going to go where I want to go to buy it. It's not going to be closed.
Yeah.
And I'll know that I could just have it.
And how'd your rest of your weekend go after that? Now you have the whiskey. Now you felt good after that? You had a nice couple sips?
I feel like it was like this post like depression of that moment, of that night. That I kind of I was in a weird limbo this whole weekend.
I guess, what do you, when you look back at it now, what's bothering you about that night? And then where are you at now? Aside from you're called out specific things. I guess if we were to label it, like people being.
You know what, dude? I think there's like this post vacation depression. You know?
Blues.
Yeah, a little bit of the blues. After like coming back. And being like, all right, now I gotta go back to this thing.
Yeah.
This life where just doing the things that I do. You know?
I get that.
And I don't think there's anything wrong with that, right? Because I was fine before. And I also think I went to the gym a couple times, and I think usually the gym would like really, I think that's when I start feeling good about everything.
Yep.
And I think I was just chilling at home, just doing nothing the whole time. So it's just like,
you're fucked.
Playing Apex for like hours. Like,
totally fucked.
Not good. I didn't go outside once.
Yep. That'll do it.
Not once. Dude.
No sunlight. Yep. No working out.
Yep.
Just
in a dark corner.
Dark corner.
Yep.
And then you were like, let me walk into the world now. Let me walk into my shift now and like see how this goes. You set yourself up for not.
No, but before that shift, I was chilling.
You were in a good place.
I was having a great time.
Yeah.
I was working out. Doing good. Like, and then after that, I was like, well, like, why not sit in the sadness? You know?
Yeah.
It's easy.
Do you like that? Sit in sadness?
No.
Once in a while?
I don't think I ever like it.
Embrace the sadness?
I guess. I don't know. You know what it is like you accept it, but then you you shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So you're like trying to figure out why.
There's times where I know a thing is bad for me and I do it because I don't feel good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the 7-Eleven trip.
Yeah.
I'm going to 7-Eleven. I feel like shit. I'm going to get myself some garbage.
Yeah. Some trash.
Consume it.
Yep.
Feel bad about myself. Go to sleep. Wake up and feel like, now I'll go to the gym.
Yeah.
There's days I don't want to fix the shitty feeling.
Yeah.
So I get it.
You know what also I started, like this big thing I started thinking about this whole weekend?
Yeah.
This is going to be a weird thing to try to explain.
Yeah.
But like the fact that like even the podcast and everything, right? Like anything you're trying to do, like a job or a passion or profession or hobby, or you're always fighting like this moral fucking battle with like the world and your own brain.
Totally.
Right?
Totally.
It's like, oh, like this is me talking in a mic and I feel real and I feel like I'm doing everything. But then like I'm like sitting after and like posting it and I'm like, well, am I really doing that? Or is what I'm saying actually like all right or whatever? Like maybe I shouldn't say that. Maybe that's gonna be bad in the future.
You're self-editing in your mind after?
Kinda, yeah. Like every single thing I'm trying to do, I'm like, I don't know. It just makes me start second guessing everything.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's like you can take these shortcuts to like fame or money or whatever, you know what I mean? Like the success, the traditional idea of success. But like we're trying to like do this different thing, right? It's like, wait, but it's like, who do we think we are? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, we're doing this different thing. Dude.
Yeah.
You know, like straying away from the fucking normal thing.
Yeah.
And like by us doing that, maybe some people think like we're like, oh, that's wrong. We're like, it's not good. Right. We're like, sometimes even say like, oh, I hate that part of that thing. You know what I mean? And it's like, who the fuck am I?
But people say that about this.
Exactly.
Like people don't like
parts it's like every single side has the same view about everything else in a way.
Yeah.
Or like eventually does. Or I don't know. It just feels like it's like then what the fuck's the point?
I love that.
Of anything.
No, I love that. Yeah. Dude, I run up against that sometimes. I'm like, why act? Why do this? Why do anything?
Yeah.
If
there's gonna be people that are like, fuck that, no one likes that.
Yeah.
Or some people are like, oh, I love that. That's great.
But still, what's the point?
That changed my life.
Yeah.
It's like,
and who are you to do this?
Then
like, why you?
And there's also this idea of like, you can be. I really do feel like, in terms of art, people that just do it, like the story, like the Van Gogh story, where it's like he just did everything himself
because he
loved doing it, and now it's his thing.
Yeah.
And like, it doesn't matter about who the fuck sees it.
He died.
I don't care.
Nobody gave.
No one saw it, and he got huge.
Brother, that was it.
It's like, is that like? I feel like that's the purest form, right?
Yeah.
Of actually like creating.
I guess so, yeah, because he just loved doing. That's what I realized too, bro. About like I connect with you on this, Because some days I would be in my head about this, about acting, about the movie, about anything I did creatively that like fulfilled me.
Yeah,
I hit that wall of like, why? Why are you doing this?
Yeah,
why are you posting this? Why are you sharing this?
Yeah.
What's the point? And it made me feel like that too. Like, why me? Why am I so special? I'm not trying to be special, but maybe a part of me is trying to be special. Maybe that's the secret thing. I'm like, I want to be cool. I want to be funny. I want to make people like what we're talking about. And I want to stop posting the things about the podcast. Like, that takes away from the success of how like this was starting to grow a little bit. Like, I don't post it anymore. I'm not on the things anymore. And by doing that, maybe I fucked us a little bit, but like, I feel better about this. I show up here and I'm like, I'm back to the point for me, which is like excitedly chatting with my best friend.
Yeah.
Sitting down at your apartment on a Monday or Tuesday, fucking around, playing video games, checking in with each other and like doing my laundry and like hanging with my boy. That I can stop there.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah.
I'm finding peace here now. I think because I got off of this. And I'm not editing it. No, that's something I'm not doing either. I'm not posting it anymore. And there's times where I think like, is that gonna fuck us? Like, did I shoot us in the foot? But I'm enjoying it more, you know? And we could have that creative discussion one day, like if it's hurting us or whatever, like totally down to talk about, you know, what you think about it and where we're at, and if you want to, you know, us to push a little harder on things, like I'm totally down to talk more about it. But I think for my mental health and for just my purpose in this, I hope the one checks in and gets something. I hope they do.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of like even just saying like, it's kind of for me. It's for you. You know, if we're honest with each other, someone will get something, and someone will hate this. And someone will click it off in 2 seconds, and that's okay.
Yeah. And that's the simplest form then, right?
Yeah. I mean, I think.
Yeah.
I think I don't need. Who am I? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't have the fucking answer.
Exactly.
And why?
But at least for us, it's like we can find I think you can kind of find the answer, right?
Yeah.
Of what do you want it to be, right?
Yeah.
And like maybe, you know, maybe you can have a definitive thing, but these things are like leaking in, like that are like kind of corrupting it.
Yes. Well, I mean, I think the second you do that, if we turn this way and do the podcast, if we just look at ourselves and like the levels,
if we just look in the
camera, right. If we start doing this, like we're gonna act differently, right? Like you're gonna
start to be so creepy watching this if we're just both looking. Like, yeah, man.
Yeah, man. So how do you feel about like Mother's Day? Like, how was Mother's Day?
You know what? Mother's Day, I actually did a bad thing, and I forgot to call my mom.
This is crazy.
And then I called her later.
Isn't this nuts?
Yeah, it is bad.
It takes away from the purity of a conversation.
Yeah.
But that's why podcasts, I think, are good sometimes. Dude, I've been devouring a podcast about the American Revolution, how the country became a country.
Really?
It's called History That Doesn't Suck. Shout out.
I like that.
I love history. I'm just listening to this fucking podcast. I learned about Benedict Arnold, dude, like this traitor.
I kind of love like a podcast that just is about one thing.
Me too.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, it's tough with like this kind of thing. I'm sure for that person that makes that, he's like, oh, I'm just telling the story.
He's a professor and he's telling the story of the shit he loves.
Yeah.
But I think like with podcasts like this too, like I enjoy a podcast that's like like a long form, you know, like a comedy podcast.
Yeah.
I enjoy when just people are, you know, bantering back and forth about different things. And like sometimes there's a serious note to it. And like sometimes you'll be surprised by, you know, where a person is that day and how they respond to their friend or whatever, or a guest. Or I think that there's validity to that. But I also think like, I don't know, if I guess if we're just like, if you're doing it and you're finding yourself like also leaning into like, it's good to ask, why are you doing it? I think that's beautiful. I think you should always be, if you're feeling a little weird, like, why? Or just every day, like, what's my purpose in all this? Why me? Yeah. Why today? Why this podcast? Why? And, you know, be honest about your answers. Like, it's okay. It's okay if you're feeling like weird about it, or like, or if you're feeling great about it, or if you're feeling like, I don't know where it's going, or I'm confused. Like,
I think with this kind of stuff though, it's easy to like figure out the like accept why, you know,
but
like,
for you,
I think in general you could probably accept for like entertainment, like influencer.
Oh, you're saying like this type of
I mean like for I want to get to like other things about in life, but I think it's easier for like specifically like podcasts or films or stuff like that. It's like they serve a purpose, they serve entertainment, and there's people that like certain things, people, personas, blah, blah, blah. Like, I can accept why, you know, the virality of like a viral clip, why something is viral, right? Or that there's a formula for it, or there's like view botting for things and the system that's there that works.
If you don't like the shit, change it.
Exactly. And then like, I truly believe that anyone can like start like doing some viral shit.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
Of course.
Like tomorrow. Totally. If you just study the formula and you like figure it out, people do it all every day. Yeah. You know what I mean? And they're making money off it.
Yeah.
You know? So, but there's like that, for me, there's like that weird, like moral, like, no, I don't want to do that.
But I love that.
You know?
Isn't that beautiful that you feel that way?
Yeah, it is nice.
It's like a boundary you're not willing to cross.
Yeah. But it almost like sucks to like you just see it happening.
And being successful.
And and you have to just like watch it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then like in terms of like life now, like even just like maybe getting in arguments with people about like politics or like anything, like, no, that band sucks and this is it's like, I don't know. There's just like this feeling of sometimes you have to like walk on eggshells because you don't want to like stir something up.
Yeah.
But then like, I don't know. We all accept doing that.
I got you.
You know? And I feel like we're all just living like these half-truths of life.
That's the fucking reason I had to get away from this shit, dude. I have to, Mike.
Yeah.
Because I feel the same way, and then I start judging people.
Yeah.
That's where it's coming from.
But then you have to like live your life in like this bubble.
Do you? I guess.
Kinda.
Yeah. I guess I'm in a bubble. I don't know.
Or like a big bubble of people that think the same.
But what's wrong with... Oh, no. But...
right? Because then it turns into that, kind of.
I don't think so. I think... Let's say you turn off your phone, you don't turn it back on anymore. Let's just say you get off the internet.
Yeah.
You're still walking around with people that are going to think differently than you every day.
Yeah.
You're not going to run into everyone who's like, oh, yeah, I would do exactly what you do, how you think, perfectly. You're still going to run into opposition. It's just like... You're not bombarded with the virality clips and the shit that you disagree with over and over and seeing success and success and success. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not.
Do you think you're on there too much? Do you think that's part of the problem?
I think maybe recently. Maybe a little bit too much. Maybe I got to cut back.
I was going to shout out that one podcast that we giggle at sometimes.
Which one?
Can't say. I don't want to like out them for being what we think.
Oh,
with the clips and the variety.
Oh, yeah. I haven't watched that in a while. Yeah.
But I remember I was like sucked in. Like, look at these motherfuckers go. You know? And they're like, it's like they curate it. It's like they shoot it for that reason.
Yeah.
And it grows.
Yeah.
But if that's your goal, grow that motherfucker. Do your thing.
Yeah.
But I feel that way now. Before I was like, these fucking, you know, you guys are lazy for that.
Yeah.
That's some bullshit. I would never do. It's like, bro. Yeah. You've been guilty of that before. You went for that before, and you had to check yourself, son.
Yeah.
If you're being real. Yeah. You know, I wanted to grow this thing at one point. I was like, dude, I'll do anything to like blow up our shit because I know we deserve it.
Yeah.
because we're speaking the truth. And I think that deserves to be on the airwaves. I believe that deserves to be heard. If people enjoy it, then it deserves to be heard. But I also think that there's truth to like, why us?
True.
Why are we so special to be listened to and heard? Which is fine.
Yeah.
If you think about it, like, what are we losing doing this? An hour?
True.
You know, unless you don't want to talk to me, which is fine too. But like, if that's the case, like, we could just say like, "Oh, I'll talk to you later," like, or never. I don't know if you ever like, dude, I'm done with you. I talked to you too many hours. Like, fuck off, man.
Yeah, it's funny how many hours now? It's probably like over 300 hours now.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, this isn't enough.
You feel that way?
Still keep going, damn.
Oh, man.
It's kind of cool to feel that.
I was counting hours, dude. I didn't know you were counting.
No, but it's cool to think about, like, you know, over 300 hours of talking to someone. That's kind of crazy how, like, unless it's like the Banshees of Inisherin kind of thing, you know?
Yeah, where you're just, or one of us is just like,
maybe we're like 70 one day and we're like,
don't want to talk to you anymore.
Dave, I don't want to talk to you.
I don't like you anymore.
It's over.
Yeah. Oh.
That was a good movie, actually.
Tough,
if you guys haven't seen that, check it out.
We have a podcast episode on that.
We do.
Yeah. Speaking of movies, can I transition?
Yes.
Also, love that you're being honest. Keep asking questions.
We're back, baby.
You feel a little better?
Yeah, I feel better.
Yeah, good. Get it off your chest.
Yeah, you know what? That helps a lot too. Just talking about it.
Fuck yeah, it does, man. That's therapy right there. You got it. You can't bottle this shit in, bro. Let that shit out. You know, if you feel safe. And no one listens to this, so it's perfect.
Exactly.
But for real, if you're rocking with us, thank you. We love you.
We do love you.
And we see you in the subscriptions. So look up. There's a new Scorsese film. I think it's right there actually. Top left. Kill it. Yeah. That's it. That's it. I want you to see the trailer for the first time. What? I want you to see the trailer and get your thoughts on this. This is crazy.
Really?
I thought cinema was dead. I'm gonna say that.
Really?
I thought cinema was dead.
I like that.
Oh wait, you're making up. Guys, if you haven't watched this, you gotta check out this trailer. You gotta check it out. Killers of the Flower Moon by Martin Scorsese. YouTube that.
Whoa.
This guy's 80 years old.
Ooh, okay.
Little Leo.
Osage took their name from Missouri and Osage rivers.
True story.
Niukanska. Children of the Middle Waters.
Oh my God.
Move, said the great white father. There are many, so many hungry wolves. Can you find the wolves in this picture?
Oh, this is film, bro. This is film. Greed. The almighty dollar. Ooh.
Can you find the wolves in this picture?
Damn.
Guys.
Dude, that's good.
Come on. I'm going right to the theater. This guy's 80.
Wow.
You know, he has every right to just never make a movie again or just phone one in and be like, I'll do Avengers 7. Like, I'll do whatever.
Yeah.
He's making a movie. He's trying to say something.
Wait, a word?
Yeah, he fucking wrote it with Eric Roth.
Dude.
For 2 years. Say it.
That's the realness.
Keep it up.
You just gotta be fucking real. Like,
doesn't that make you want to do shit?
Yeah, it really does. It really does, man.
I'm telling stories for a reason, son.
Damn.
What's that trying to say?
You know that's the best feeling when you see something and it makes you want to like start writing shit?
Oh, I miss it.
Yeah.
I used to just all the time be like, okay,
yeah,
trailer. that kind of shit, that's pushing the fucking envelope, bro.
Yep.
Telling the story about the Osage people.
Yeah. I don't know much about it.
And the whites that came in, bro. And we just, you know, not we.
I like that.
But the whites came in, they ransacked those motherfuckers.
But I don't like that, actually.
No,
I
hey,
hate
bro.
that. I don't like that. Why'd I say that?
Dude, why'd you say I don't like that? You said I like that?
I like that he's going to tell the story.
No, but bro, that got me excited. That got me excited.
Hell yeah, man.
I'm hyped about it.
I love it.
Oh, I'm so hyped about it.
Man, I did get tickets to this Friday, Past Lives.
Yeah.
I'm hyped for it.
That trailer's great.
You guys should watch that trailer too.
Past Lives.
But yeah, man, I don't know. I just want to make shit that moves people.
Right? Why?
I don't know, because I love feeling it.
Yeah.
I love feeling that thing.
You just want to give it away.
Yeah. Dude, like when I watched Everything Everywhere, like I was like, fuck, man. How do you write something and make it and then it makes you feel like this?
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
It doesn't, dude. It does not.
And and they put it all together perfectly like this. I'm like,
a team of people.
It's crazy.
Imagine it. Mike, think about it.
We went from hieroglyphics to fucking this.
Yeah. We went from cave paintings with berries and shit.
Yeah.
To this, dude.
Yeah, that's nuts.
To Scorsese's, like, bro, it's a story.
So
it's not real.
Dude, that's the answer to our why thing.
It's a pure thing.
Yeah.
Isn't it pure?
It is.
At its core. That feeling you just got watching that.
Yeah.
And you said, I want to give that away.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Why do you want to give it away? You felt so good right now. Why do you want to give that away?
I don't know.
There's something in you that's saying, like, share this.
Yeah.
Share this feeling. Do this work for someone else to feel that way.
Yeah.
That sounds like a pure giving
feels
service.
Good. Because it feels good. I don't know. Is that good?
No, bro, but that's beautiful. My point is that
man.
There's something in you, and I think all of us, that feels like when you
Yeah.
feel something good like that,
To share.
to learn it,
Shit.
push the envelope, do express it the purest way you possibly can, get it out to someone so that they can maybe feel that way.
I love that.
Dude, it's exciting. That excites me.
Me too.
Maybe people aren't so bad.
All right.
Maybe they're a little lost.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe I don't have to go red, you know?
Maybe they haven't felt this way in a while. Like
True.
how you just felt.
It's very true.
Fucking like, you know.
Yeah, dude. That's right. That's right.
A lot of people haven't found their thing.
Yeah.
Or felt that way in a while. You get lost sometimes in life. I haven't felt. There's a patch there for a couple months. I was like, I don't feel good for a while.
Yeah.
I felt too great. I felt kind of stuck and lost, dude. Like, and I was like looking at people crazy.
That's the realest thing, though.
Yeah. I don't want to share shit.
Yeah.
But now we're back.
Yeah, man.
There was a moment where are we okay on time? I don't know what time we're at.
Yeah. Got like 20 minutes.
There was a moment on this past week where I was feeling that way. I was feeling really lost and shit. And then that's me on the camera there. And then
Do you know one other?
it's AI me. We're gonna get into that too. No, but I was feeling like for a patch of weeks, like kind of I just keep waking up, doing my job, going to bed, waking up, spending money, doing my job, going to bed, right? And it just kind of felt repetitive, and I feel kind of lost and not good. And then there was a moment that broke it when I told you that I called you actually when it happened, where a friend of ours hit me up with a payment. It was like, dude, for helping me out on this creative thing, like this is your wage. And I was like, what the fuck? Like I never even contemplated this would happen.
Yeah.
Which is kind of sad. But like creative like endeavors, like I never think like I'm worth a certain amount of money.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I wouldn't ask it from a friend. So to receive that, I was like, it changed like my whole world. A little act of like, it wasn't a ton, but it was a lot to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
It kind of like cracked the way I see the world. It cracked it a little bit. It was like, no. You can make money doing what you love and helping the people you love and meeting new people and working on story.
Yeah.
You could.
It's possible.
You can write.
Yeah.
You can produce. You can figure out a way to do it. It's just like surround yourself with the right people.
Yeah.
And choose projects that mean something to you that you can put your all into and be honest when it's not working and your word is everything and like go try. It's been a while since I felt that way.
Really?
Like like dude, I used to get paid for acting like in jobs I'd get hired for like pennies. You know, minimums, like nothing crazy because I'm nobody. I'm not, you know, why me? There's no reason. I'm not famous. I don't have a tag that comes with a price. So it just felt, all that to say, bro, it just cracked, like, I think you see your life and you're like, this is the parameters. This is me. Yeah. This is what's realistic and this is what's not. And then it just kind of like, it just put a crack in the corner of it. It's like, maybe I set my parameters too small, or maybe anything could happen. Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't box myself into a fucking corner. You know?
I've heard this like really cool kind of motivational thing like that recently, is where like a lot of people see their like potential as like just like through their eye sockets. Like when they're looking at a room, I only see this, right? Yeah. But if you think about it, like think about the floor plan. Like there's all this stuff around, you know, behind this wall. Right. You know, like there's way more than what's in front of you. Right. You know?
And you're seeing this wall that I can't see, but I'm seeing that wall that you
and
can't
even
see.
Behind you, yeah.
Right, right. Yeah. That's true. Yeah, there's all this potential we're not seeing at all.
Yeah. It's like we think it's only what is in our arm's grasp.
Totally.
You know?
Totally.
But it could be, you know, someone sees your thing and then they're booking you a flight to, you know, Japan or something.
And that may never happen. Exactly. But it's like, why do I limit myself?
But honestly, you could probably, if you really put your mind to it and we're like, you know what, I'm going to do something over there, right?
Just work towards it.
And you work towards it, you could probably make it happen.
Right, of course.
Pretty soon, probably.
Of course. But if I'm telling myself I can't every day,
or you're not thinking about it,
or I'm not thinking about it, then it's not going to happen.
Sometimes people don't even put it out there because it seems like something not even possible.
That's my point. Yeah. I'm limiting myself, therefore I'm not thinking about those things. I'm not thinking I can tell stories.
And honestly, I really think there is sort of a pretty large amount of like feigned confidence in art.
Talked about this before,
right?
Yeah, I hate that.
But I don't think it's like I don't think it's you have to think of it as a sad thing, because I think that, you know, I think people find eventually, if they're doing something for so long, like when you start something, you don't feel like you're like, oh, well, I'm not going to be, when you start acting, you're like, I'm not going to be Leo. You know what I mean? 100%. I'm not going to be fucking on the fucking top of the list. Yeah. Right? Yeah. But like over the years, like what do you think you're going to be? You know, like, or I don't know. I feel like if you're just like more, even if you're just realistic, like it's like how many years you've been doing acting, you know? It's like, well, after all this time, it's like,
what do you really
gotta be somewhere along this line, you know? And even to have the confidence to be like, look, I've been doing this shit for this long. And like, either you say yes or no. You know what I mean? I've been doing it.
That's true.
You know?
That's true.
To like at least know like what worth you have. Or the value you can need.
I can definitely,
you know? Because it's not nothing.
No, it's not.
Especially like you don't want to say that after you've been doing it for years and years.
14 years.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're going to sit here and be like, no, I don't have any value after 14 years.
No, I feel you. You know? And to be like, I'm saying, when I say that, I mean like in the eyes of somebody else, I probably don't have that much value, which is, and maybe I'm wrong for saying that. Yeah. Because I do. I believe I do. Yeah. But like,
no, I think for that is wrong. I think for even the top rooms,
that's fair.
You got to have some sort of value.
That's totally fair.
And I think that's where the feigned confidence comes in, because I don't think it's you faking it. It's you kind of being like, well, I can do this.
Totally.
Right? But like confidence. You're not going to know until you actually do it, and then they say yes or no.
I think the feigned confidence thing was in the beginning. I was like, yeah. And I thought backwards. I thought, I'm gonna be better. I'm gonna be Leo. I'm gonna be better than Leo. Yeah, that was my mindset when I was starting. When I was 20 years old, I was like, I'm gonna be the best this world's ever fucking seen. Yeah, with no experience, with all this potential in my mind. Yeah, I could be the best. Yeah, haven't acted once.
You know what? Yeah.
That blind like potential and passion and like energy pushed me to like learn, fuck up, get fuck it up, fuck up. Learn, fuck up, learn. Yeah. 14 years down the road, I'm confident now. Yeah. Because I've tested it and I've tried it many different ways, and like I found a way of doing it that works for me. So now you can't. I'm not going to say I'm infallible, because I'm not. But I'm 14 years experienced in this field. Yeah. And that's something. So I can enter a room now with confidence. And I think that our homie sent me,
Yeah.
it kind of cracked that facade too of like, you're worth something. Your time and your energy in this field that you've devoted over a decade of life to, you've learned a lot and you have tools now and you can use them and they're worth a wage. So I feel the confidence now, but I also feel like realistic about what I can do. You know, I don't know if that makes sense. I'm not Leo. I'm not chasing Leo and like trying to be better than him now. I'm just like, that was insanity. That was blind ego and passion. And like, I just want to be the best because I want to be something special. And there's nothing but potential here. Now it's like, you know, I can do this really well. Like this section of story that means something to me, I can totally use these tools and open up and devote them to this story confidently. I can move through your script that you sent me that I broke down. Yeah, I'm telling you, I could do this role confident. Not that, not this. I don't want to do those. This I can do. But I'm confident now because of the time, the experience. Yeah. If you're a plumber for 20 years, you're fucking confident walking into any situation. I'm sure. Yeah. 14-year, you know, you're not an apprentice anymore. You've done it for a long time, you know? But I guess I never thought about it. But the way you said it, like, you're not confident in the beginning and then you feign confidence as you grow. It's like, for me, it was bad. It's like I feigned this crazy amount of confidence in the beginning and then like cried in the closet alone. And then I would like just fuck up all the time.
You know what? I think almost maybe it might be different for like what with like even just like freelance stuff. I guess I can relate it to like starting. Maybe it's not the same as like the acting.
You walk onto a set. How do you feel?
Like that's the thing is I think in those early jobs where I was like, oh well, I got a camera and my equipment and I'm a freelancer now.
Look at that.
Now to get jobs, you can't just like sign up for jobs and like get them. You gotta like, you know, you start making your own thing. You got your own little reel thing, and you sell it to other people.
And then you make connections, and then people remember you.
And a lot of the times, it's like the first jobs were always like, we're like, yeah, like we're gonna kill this, we're gonna do all this way, blah blah blah. And then the day we go, we're like, well, we haven't done anything.
We have none of that.
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. But like the fact that you can kind of use that feigning a little bit of the confidence to like be like, all right, we got this, like. Have some sort of idea, we'll get it done, but let's fucking go.
Yes.
You know? So it's almost like a calculated like amount of feigning.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like a little bit.
Yes.
You have to do it a little bit.
In the beginning, you know? I totally agree. And maybe throughout it.
I think throughout, even like, you know, if you're trying something different or it's a bigger job, it's like, well, I did these smaller jobs. I got to see if I can do these bigger jobs.
Do the bigger
so like, no one's going to pick you if you're not like,
I can do this.
Yeah.
But you got to be confident in doing it.
Yeah. Exactly.
If you walk on and you're like, fuck, I got my camera. I hope this works out. It's like, it probably won't. Yeah. More than likely, you know. I'm not saying, I guess, yeah, there's always going to be an imposter syndrome. Yeah. You're always going to feel like everyone else could do this thing really well. I've never done it like this before. So like, I might fuck this up. Maybe I'm not supposed to be here.
Which is such like a tough thing. I think it's what makes, you know, working in, you know, a creative field way more different than any other job.
It's not math.
Yeah. You can't just like, you're not going through school, like med school, and you're practicing everything. No. You know what I mean?
It's different.
Yeah.
You're like a pirate.
Yeah.
You're just learning on the ship, you know, as you go.
It's cool, man.
Yeah, bro.
It's exciting.
It's different.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk to you about something before because we don't have much time, huh?
We got 10 minutes.
Okay. This is going to be the rest of the podcast. I know it. Oh, baby. Throw a burp. Then what?
Oh, why does my knee hurt?
Oh, no. So I'm getting a little nervous.
Scared.
Well, I'm getting a little nervous, and I'm gonna just open the topic up.
Oh my goodness!
There's a writer's strike going on. We're talking about movies and shit. There's a writer's strike going on. It's probably gonna go on for a while.
Educate me, dude. What's going on?
Well, I don't know everything, but I've heard from people in the field that the Writers Guild of America,
SAG, right?
WGA, Writers Guild of America, they're on strike. They're pulling themselves from their shows
and that's
movies.
Like the top of the tops.
Well, it's the people that are connected to studios that have been writing seasons of things and in the works, things that are to come. So it's dangerous because like now, if they stop working, there's no entertainment that's going to come out except reruns. Yeah, from the Writers Guild, the writers from the Writers Guild, right? There it was. I'm burping. That turtle latte.
It's all good, man.
It's all sugar.
There's one way to tell me and Dave apart is just look at the Dunkin' order, and if there's a bunch of whipped cream and sprinkles on top, that's Dave.
That's me. So, Writers Guild is on strike. They are not going to go further with these studios until they get what they want. I believe what's in, and we could look it up or not, but I know they're worried about AI.
Yeah.
They're worried about this new AI generators AI is getting so good that they're going to be...
that's really part of it?
Well, studios are going to start using AI, right? This is real.
Really?
This is, probably by year's end, they're going to start using AI to spit out first drafts. Why would a studio pay a writer if they can spit out first drafts like this? Now listen, we'll call on the writer after to we'll call on a writer to work on this thing that we got spit out. We have the intellectual property. We just need you to clean it up. So we're gonna cut wages. We don't need to pay all these writers. We can use a bot to write these scripts. This is real life. It's gonna get better it's getting better by the week.
Now here's the thing though. Because I have an idea of how, the writing stuff kind of works at this point. And the way I can only see it going is it's not just like you type in, like I'm guessing for like a script like that, you'd be like, all right, script about whatever, family in the woods. Okay. You know what I mean? Like killer comes through, blah, blah, blah. Right. More suspense than, gore and blah, blah, blah. And you're putting in all these parameters that are like, and you're just typing it because right now it's not really...
It's text to...
Yeah, it's you're basically writing out and you're able to just get something spit out.
Right.
And it's a lot of like you changing... Technically, it's still a person writing in the ideas.
Right.
Right?
Right.
But I'm going to be real. I was watching some guy make a game, like coding a game out of like just ChatGPT.
And
it's kind of interesting that it's instead of it just creating it by clicking a button, it's more of like ChatGPT is getting it wrong, but you're able to like have a base and be like, oh, just change this to this. So like change it so it does this instead.
It's doing the heavy lifting.
Yes, but you're able to just kind of shortcut things.
So coders are going to lose their jobs too.
I think, I'm going to be real, I think coders and writers can probably use ChatGPT to write things.
Okay.
To be honest.
Okay. I see your point.
Instead of being like, instead I'd be like, if I was a writer, I mean, obviously I would rather go on strike and try to just have my job as what it is right now. But it could be a case of like 5 years down the line, people are going to be like, you know what? ChatGPT is kind of good to, speed up the process of my creativity and only focus on my creativity and me not having to just like type it all out,
Okay.
Me not having to type it all. Instead, I could just type in what I'm thinking, and then I can change the different things and be like, all right, you know what? I want it to go here. And then it like generates a little bit. And it's like, oh, that's how I would do it. Or it's not how I would do it. Let me change that again, blah, blah, blah. Kind of like that. I could see that in the future.
So, okay.
I don't think ChatGPT, I don't think you're going to type in, make a story about this and make it interesting.
But isn't it?
And you're going to click a button, it's going to have an interesting script.
Why do you think that's not going to happen?
Because there's no way.
Why?
Because it can't do that. It can't generate that.
You don't think it ever will be able to?
I don't think it can.
Okay.
I don't think it can get like the nuance correct at all.
Why?
Ever.
Why?
Because it's even with the art, you still need to. It's not someone just pressing a button. It's not that. I think that's what people think. It's just you typing in make a beautiful painting, and you click, and it just makes a beautiful painting.
Yeah.
Maybe if you put that in, it'd be something beautiful to someone, but it's also very subjective, right?
Right.
But I think there's some general rules and like general like known kind of what's okay or good, like in terms of art.
Yeah.
Things are subjective, but there's like some rules to some rules to, I don't know, the craft. You know what I mean?
Right.
Or like baseline things, that make something interesting.
Yeah.
I don't think it's ever going to get to a point where you're able to just press a button, like type in a sentence and it make a perfect script.
What about songs that are like, you can make, or let's say actors, you can generate an actor, you can generate The Rock to, like, eventually they're going to get to the point where they can generate, AI will generate.
But it's not going to be, I think this is the thing that people don't understand about AI is even like the AI Drake songs, it's not you typing in the lyrics and it doing the Drake voice. It's a filter on an actual voice. And someone sings it, you know, with the filter.
Okay.
It's like me, I can make an AI Drake song, but I'd have to sing it all.
Okay.
But the filter will make me sound like Drake.
So you're saying
there's still someone doing it.
So there's no AI that exists.
It's not an AI just doing it all by itself.
But you don't think that that's possible?
It could, but it's not going to be good.
Why won't it be good?
Because there's no if there's no element of like human, then it's not going to be good.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm after. Like AI, in my opinion, you're always going to lose because it's an imitation.
Yeah.
It's generating what it thinks resembles a human.
Yeah.
It's generating what it thinks you would most likely do.
Yeah.
But it can never judge like what a human being would be feeling or thinking in the moment, really.
Yeah.
It's trying to imitate humanity.
Yeah.
So you're going to lose something always. And the reason that these things are interesting, if like you showed me the Seinfeld show that's on all the time on Twitch.
See, that's an example of like an AI show.
Exactly.
And you see how it's terrible.
It's right now.
But I'm going to be real. I don't think it can get that much better.
We have to check in and by year's end.
I really don't think it can get that much better.
Or next year.
And I want to make it clear. It's like, I don't think it can get better by it just being simply like programmed.
Right.
I don't think there's any way.
Okay.
I think there has to be like the good stuff that you hear that's AI.
Yeah.
Or not. I don't think anything really sounds good that's AI. But like the things that are close, like the AI Drake song that everyone's like, oh, this is sick. Like, okay, it's cool to just be like, wow, this is an AI Drake song. I don't think that's going to go anywhere.
Right.
I don't think it's going to do anything. The one thing that really pisses me off we can talk about after is, I can just say now, fuck it. Timbaland. You heard about this.
Yeah.
He wants to be the forefront of taking people that have passed, artists, and making it a way to like monetize, make money off people that are passed.
Yeah.
And like their music, which I think that's going to be crazy.
I agree.
So disgusting and
Totally
terrible.
agree.
It's an insane idea. I don't know why he's trying to do it. And he literally just said it's about monetizing it.
That's it.
I'm like, what the fuck?
It's money, buddy. Technology and money.
I don't get it.
If the technology gets good enough, there's people in power that are going to use technology to make money. It's simple. Why wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Morality?
It's bad.
Are you? You think?
I think there's gonna.
You think I'm worried about? You think I'm worried about?
I really
Biggie?
don't think that's gonna be accepted, though, man. I really don't. I don't think there's a way.
I fucking hope not, bro. But I bet you there's gonna be people who ride with it if it makes money. I hope that.
I don't.
Dude, my hope in my chest is that everyone here, says, I'm not fucking with anything that's generated from a computer that brings people back to life and shit. But the Tupac fucking hologram was great. People were psyched.
Yeah,
this is fucking awesome. Dude, it's Tupac.
Yeah.
It's at Coachella. This is fun.
Yeah. I don't remember. Was the Tupac hologram like, was it just like a video playing?
His performance. I think it was his actual performance just hologrammed up on the stage.
Like, so it wasn't him talking and be like, what's up, Miami?
No, imagine if it's that now.
If it gets to that,
then what are we going to do? Then what are we going to do?
It's fucked. Well, you do have like impersonators and stuff right now.
Yeah.
Right?
It's still human.
You have Elvis impersonators.
Still human, though. Still human.
I know, but you're kind of wearing the dead man's body.
True. It's true.
You know?
That's a good point.
So it's kind of like...
It's a good point.
And how many people love impersonators? Are impersonators really the richest?
I don't know. They're on the streets of LA, right?
Or Vegas. Maybe like a Vegas show if you're really good. Yeah.
I don't think that's
it's tough, man. I do think, maybe mark my words, man, but I don't know. I don't think AI can really get that. Unless there's some crazy thing that maybe like a big company like Apple or something is going to find a way to integrate it in a terrible way. That's going to like integrate into our lives where we use it like every day and blah, blah. Even like on Snapchat. I hate Snapchat so much. But they put like an AI.
It's a cheating app.
Basically. That's what I think. I don't. Come on, dude.
I'm just teasing.
I think that's a pretty good description of it.
I'm not on it. I don't know. It was back in the day. I remember.
I'm not going to say anything.
No, we're not
saying No, but I don't think AI is ever going to get to that point where it's going to be without a human like telling it what to do throughout every step of the way. I don't think it can alone like create something that's like seen as like a standalone kind of thing like that. You know,
I think
like a standalone penis of art.
You said penis of art?
I didn't say penis.
You definitely said
All
penis.
Right, maybe I said penis of art, dude. Penis of art. I won't take it back. A standalone penis of art.
That's the title of this podcast. A penis of art. Oh, that's amazing. Oh man, I'm saying I don't know, bro, but I wouldn't be surprised if by next year, by the end of 2024, if the first trailer for the first AI generated totally film is out. No, hold on. I'm not saying it's there yet. You watch a thing now and there's a nose where it shouldn't be and it's fucking. I'm not saying it's anywhere close to it, but I am saying this for sure. For sure, this is a fact. No fake news. It's fact. Just kidding. I sounded like Trump for a second. This is a fact. I'm not in the studio, so I don't know. But I've heard studios are totally investing in this technology. 100%. If all that money is going towards the growth of AI for producing films, just scripts, there might be something to it. I don't know. But I know that's kind of scary. It's going to change the landscape of things if it is successful. There's going to be a lot of people out of work.
Yeah.
Maybe it elevates work. Maybe it makes the writers get really good at writing things that AI can't.
I recommend writers. I mean, I think these.
And you're saying introduce.
I think this is one of those things where it's gonna get integrated no matter what. So get on it first. Damn. Maybe strike, but on the side, maybe start learning how to use ChatGPT and using that to write script.
That's scary. I don't know if I'll ever do that. I won't say never, but I don't think I'll ever do it.
I'm gonna be real. I think there's a way to make it like. Once I saw someone like someone that codes, be like, oh, let me try to have ChatGPT write a code for a game, right? It's for Flappy Bird.
That makes sense to me.
For Flappy Bird, he did it.
That makes sense.
He said, oh, write a code for Flappy Bird, and it wrote all this stuff. It wrote a whole thing that you could copy and paste into the code thing, and it kind of worked, but it was like a very generic thing or something. And then like he had to go in and like he understands coding, so he has to go in and like, oh, they did this wrong, yeah, it's not the right way, you know, so I don't know, what does that tell you? You know what I mean? Maybe. And I don't think, how do you make something like that system better, it being able to like choose a better algorithm? I don't know if that's possible. Maybe there's always going to be a human at the head. That's what I think. But what if it's the rest of the body is no humans, just AI? Then what is the landscape of things? What do you mean? If there's one person making decisions, like if there's one coder, if there's one studio head, if there's one for what, like a doctor. I mean, technically, yeah, you can do that. But then everyone's out of work. It's going to change a lot. I don't know, because what if there's 17 robots in our cafe, and then all we have to do... Well, that's like actual job. But let's say there's a lot of great, dude, like no one gets... These people don't get enough love on, like, just in general, is like animators on YouTube. People that animate by themselves. Like, wholly independent. Damn. And they're amazing artists. And they make their own cartoon things, like animations. Yeah. Even for videos. Yeah. And like, they do that. They have to draw frame by frame, right? Like, damn, how many hours, right? Like 10,000 frames or something. How does that even get done? And 10,000 frames is probably like maybe 2 minutes, right? Now on YouTube, the algorithm, the way things work to get paid, even if that gets millions of views, you're gonna make $0 because the video's so short. It's gonna take so much time, right? You'll never finish. So you can finish it, but you're not really gonna get much for it unless you're going to like a big studio. But let's say with AI, maybe. Instead of having to draw the backgrounds for it, they can AI the background, and generate that, or like create a character that I can animate, or like, they can get a character, base instead of having to come up with one. Maybe I think for certain things it could really help, like especially independent, artists and stuff like that. Oh, it definitely will. You know what I mean? I can see that. So I think I don't know, there has to be a way. And that's the thing, is I don't think there's ever going to be a point where it's not like AI is just going to be like, there's an AI show where there's just like, do you even trust the executives to make a good story? I don't know. Right? I think that there's shows on TV. Like, even if they have the tool of AI. Right. Like the rich guy being like, oh, I'm going to come up with this AI story. Tell the AI tell them to get this story. I'm going to think of this idea. you know, and AI makes the whole thing. That's not going to be good.
But there's these shit people, that's on TV that's not
terrible
good now.
ideas.
There's shit that's on TV that's not good now. There's shit that's on TV that's terrible.
I was actually going to talk about this too, but I kind of stopped myself. Dude, there is just such whack shit out there right now.
Bad shit out.
Oh my God.
So I'm saying.
There's just some bad stuff out.
So writers, get better. You don't want to lose your job.
I think there's some truth, you know what I mean, to that.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
I totally agree. You're going to lose your job. You're going to lose your fucking job. And maybe
I'll be real. People that are making that kind of shit, I'm going to say, lose your job.
No, but you're making a ton of money.
You could lose your job.
And you're writing bad shit. So the studio's saying, why spend the fucking money on these people? We can just generate some bullshit on AI. Yeah. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. So get better at writing. Let's get better.
Yeah. But I think it hurts, though, the actual good writers.
Totally.
The most.
Totally. I'm not saying everybody. I'm just saying some people phone it in a little bit.
I think for, like, commercials and all this shit, like, we don't need.
No, you're not going to go crazy.
We don't need these writers.
There's going to be a lot of AI commercials.
You shouldn't say this because people are going to hate us.
Sorry. I don't mean to. I'm just saying, like,
but there is some
let's sharpen up.
There's some terrible writers, dude.
Let's sharpen up.
And there's some terrible.
You got some time on your hands now. You're on strike.
Yeah.
Sharpen up.
And some ambition now.
Let's go.
Come on.
Let's fucking generate our own.
You think this AI can write better than me?
Yeah, let's
show them.
Well, that's good, actually. Maybe this puts the feet to the fire a little.
I like that. Maybe we'll get some good-ass movies.
Yeah, bro. Some penis of art.
That's been the You Are Here podcast. Do you have anything else, man?
That's it. You see how
You Are Here podcast, episode 226. We love you guys. Shout out Anytime Actors Lab if you're trying to learn acting. It's the best way to do it.
Before you get AI generated, learn how to
exactly. You better now.
You better now.
Then we're not going to be teaching anything once AI can take your job.
Once James Dean comes back from the dead, in movies, you're fucked.
Dude.
You're fucked.
Why would we need you?
Yeah. So get good now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
AnytimeActorsLab.com. We love you. Shout out to the patrons, patreon.com/YouAreHerePodcast. Best way to support us, throw us a bone if you rock with what we do. And we love you for that.
Give us your money.
Twitch.tv/YouAreHerePodcast. We're going live right after this.
Box of chocolates.
It's going to be super fun. Mm-hmm. Box of chocolates. We do a lot. Variety streamers. My name is Mike, and I'm signing out.
My name's Dave. I love y'all. Please be kind to yourselves. Please be kind to one another. Oh, how do you...